Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everybody on YouTube and Twitch as well. Hope you guys are having a great start to your week here. Happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday, May 6th, 2025, and today we got a great stream planned. It is going to be our first ever flight as Slammer Air, as you can see on your screen here. Currently still opening Microsoft Flight Simulator. Sorry about that. So just give me a moment there. And we still have to pick our flight anyways. So it looks like because this is our first flight and it says there's no aircraft available really anywhere else, we're going to have to pick a flight from... let's switch to the new sky screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at here. We're looking at our first flight ever. And here's our route structure that we have so far. I plan on adding more flights today during the stream while we're cruising and throughout the week as well. But so right now we have two hubs. We have Denver and Dulles. Dulles is like our home base. So as of right now, I think we have to start from Dulles because that's where the planes are. So with that being said, I believe... Oh, hang on. I believe we are going to go from... I'm thinking either Dulles to Atlanta or Dulles to Charlotte, maybe and back. Maybe down to Miami. We'll see. The Dulles to Charlotte flight is Slammer 112. And the flight back would be 111. So I made all these flight numbers and everything. I tried to do... eastbound flight numbers are odd, westbound flight numbers are even, and I try to just do the outbound flight and the return flight are just one flight number apart. So we'll see. So we've got a bunch of East Coast operations here. We've got some West Coast stuff here going into California and Arizona and Nevada. Obviously, we're going to do some Pacific Northwest stuff and get some long haul stuff here very shortly once we do get a livery for the 777, which our lovely livery creator LUNAR is working on. I'm going to get his links in the description here shortly. But man, what a group effort this has been, getting this virtual airline rolling. It has truly been a group effort from everybody in the Discord. From everybody in the Discord, from LUNAR making the liveries to Holden and Limp testing things out and kind of getting things ready for us, and just all the support from everybody else, all the ideas from you guys. So many of you guys, these are a lot of your ideas that I've been lucky enough to implement here on the channel. So shout out to all you guys and all of my really just amazing members of the Discord here. So yeah, shout out to LUNAR so much. Thank you so much for getting everything kind of rolling here. He made the awesome trailer as well. He made the awesome trailer, so he has a Twitch and a YouTube as well, which I'm currently putting in the description as we hear. The Microsoft Flight Simulator is getting ready. Let me... just copy that. Oh, shoot. I just deleted everything. Okay. No, I did it again. We're just gonna... There we go. All right, there we go. We got all of LUNAR's stuff in there. Holden, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, bro. It is a big, big day. We are pumped today, Holden. Looking good here with the livery. We've got that ready to rock and roll. Let's get loaded up into Washington Dulles. I think Holden is working on some stuff for us, so we're just going to take one of these. I guess we can just take one of these United Gate sections, or we can take where the regional jets park. Let's just go on the end over here. We'll go Bravo 74. That's usually where they park the kind of like random airlines. So, okay, so we're going to book a flight here shortly. I think we're going to go from Dulles down to Charlotte. I do believe that is what we're going to do here. We're going to be Slammer, what is that flight number? Slammer 112. Slammer 112 from Dulles to Charlotte. And we've got the Boeing 737-800 from PMDG. And we are going to be in the economy config, I do believe. Okay, about an hour and a half block time. Here we go. We can finally start getting this in here. Only showing a thumbnail right now. No, that is intentional. We are now finally loaded in and able to start showing other things. Let's get rid of the display capture. There we go. The beautiful Slammer Air livery here. It always spawns in with engines running, so let's do this first. We'll just go on GPU. So import that into charts. Oh man, look at the beautiful library. We're going to get outside and look at it here in just a second. I just want to make sure, I just want to see if there's any ATC online. And I need to file this flight plan. Now let me see also. Okay, so I'm in the simulator. I have the plane and everything all loaded up, which we can go outside and look at here. Whoa, maybe. There we go. Look at that beautiful livery. Oh my goodness gracious. So we're going to be Slammer 112 in the 737. $14.50, that's $10.50. Let's plan for $15.10 because $15.10 is $11.10, so that's in 10 minutes, hour and a half. All right, let's book this flight. Ente, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Ente, the 777 is now available. I didn't do any long-haul flights just yet. Oh, it must be scheduled at least 10 minutes before departure. That's right. So we need to do 15:20. Okay, flight is booked. So this is generate OFP and sim brief. Should I do that? Interesting. Yeah, Ente, I don't have... I was going to add Switzerland. I was going to add Zurich. So we'll see here. OFP fetched. Okay. I'm not exactly too sure what's going to happen with that, but we will see. Pre-file, let me see. TCAS sim brief. I'll say... Call sign Slammer for new virtual airline. So just make sure you guys put in the remarks whenever you file that the call sign is Slammer. I thought I made it so that it would automatically do it, but it appears to not be doing that. Okay, so we're on the ground here in Washington Dulles, and we are going to start loading up and getting ready. Ente said I can always start from Dulles. Well, I'll be able to, if you wait a little bit, I'll be able to get you a Dulles to Zurich route that you can do. So, but we'll get there once we get to cruise. Okay, everything over here looks good for now. Everything on this panel looks good for now. I believe we got the ground power connected and in use. Turn on some of the overhead lights. We'll get the auto chime on and the seatbelt signs on. Window heats can come on. Those can stay off. Those can stay off. Everything else can stay off over there. Today we'll be cruising at flight level 360 on our way down to Charlotte for our, oh my gosh, hour and a half flight down that way. There we go. And the field elevation in Charlotte is 748, so we'll do 750 for that. All right, that looks good to me, guys. Let's also do some of these floodlights and also some of these oh no, I'm sorry, not floodlights, panel lights. There it is, panel lights. Okay, we'll start getting the FMC loaded. Oh, looks like we need to update our nav database, which we can work on off stream. Obviously we'll get the route. We'll request the flight plan. Just kidding, we are not going to be able to do that just yet because we have to import it over here. Request data from SimBrief. We've got Slammer 112 PMDG Dulles to Charlotte, so we are going to do that. We'll request that, and we'll set the payload, set the fuel, select the route, and we will get GSX loading up. We'll request boarding. Now let's see, we can even we can probably remove the chocks. And then let me do, oh no, I removed the freaking, my bad. Alright, so we're gonna do jetway for the passenger, single FMC operation. Yeah, no kidding. Alright, that's my fault. I accidentally disconnected the GPU because I thought I had the APU on, but I didn't start it yet. What's going on out here though? That's on me. Alright, well, let's just start the APU. Just do Denata. Look at that slammer air. Look at that tail, baby. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good, guys. Ente, it is okay to land smoothly.
Do you want to board crew?
The tail logo is my favorite. The tail logo is so sick. Limp, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. Should I give Cap a hard time about scheduling? Limp, give crew scheduling a hard time about scheduling. They're the ones that made me go to work in the evening tonight. There we go. Should get some power coming back to the airplane now, luckily. You can definitely give me a hard time about disconnecting the freaking GPU. And now I can remove those chocks and everything. I don't know if I said it, Ente, but yes, you can land smoothly. It is allowed. You are allowed to land smoothly here. But it's just you know, it's a fail-safe, just in case, you know, you do happen to slam one. You know, we work for Slammer Air. You know, what else are we supposed to do? Alright, let's also start loading up in VPilot. Let's see if the jet bridge connected or not. Oh, it did. Okay, that's nice. So we are getting ready to rock and roll here down to Charlotte. Probably going to do a return flight as well. I think time should permit that. No rejected takeoffs. Definitely no rejected takeoffs. Slammer 112. We are 737-800. DCA is online. I actually never looked at this. Okay, we've got ATIS, we've got, what do we have, Center? Washington Center? Or is that, yeah, it is Washington Center. Dulles ATIS Information Alpha. Broken at 2900, altimeter 3002. What runway are they departing off of? Runway 12 they're landing. Departing 19 left. Departing 19 left, we're going to probably not... we could take 19 left or center. It doesn't really matter. They do. That is realistic right now. Runway 30 is closed here in Washington Dulles. So they are actually departing. We'll do logo lights and, yeah, the nav lights are on. So that's good there. Runway... No matter what happens, we continue. That's right, Entei. That's the spirit. Runway 30 is closed here in Washington Dulles, so they are departing off of either the 1s or the 19s. Typically. Alright, let's go departure. We'll take... Actually, we're going to have to get a clearance. Lim said, hopefully your flight goes a little better than Lunar's did last night. Amen to that. When does it show on VASM that we're a virtual airline with our own ICAO? Entei, I don't know. I think we have to have members and we have to not be considered dead because our airline is currently considered dead because we haven't done many flights yet. Okay, I'm going to call up center 3372 and look for our clearance.
Center, good morning. Let's see. I don't control Philly at
Lunar
all,
does
but
get
you
multiple
can just continue
passes.
descending via the Philly altimeter 3001 and frequency change of birds. Have a good day.
3001 and we'll switch over. Thanks for your help, FedEx. 1439 here.
See you.
Good morning, Center. It's Slammer 301. We're on the ground here in Washington Dulles looking for IFR to Charlotte. I'm sorry. Correction, that's Slammer 112.
I had two calling at once there. I think it was the first one was American 1, Washington Center, Roger, climb and maintain level 360.
If we do a lot of sites, it'll eventually switch to active. Yeah, and that's how that works.
The other one was Slammer 112, Washington Center, I'll send your PDC right now.
Roger, thank you. That's our first call sign as Slammer with the virtual airline. Yesterday was not... I was not actually flying on the virtual airline.
Slammer 112, expect runway 19er center, advisory to taxi.
Alright, we'll expect 19 center, call for taxi, Slammer 112. Alright, let's see what we got here from the PDC Squawk 3537. 3537.
Southwest 492, climb and maintain flight level
Scram 6,
340.
long transition maintain 3000.
Southwest 490.
3000, 360,
Delta
and
4911, climb
10.
and maintain flight level 380.
Opportunities with him. Contact him on the west side of the ramp. Alright, so
4911 and
we're going to climb maintain 3000 on departure.
From now, area moderate to extreme precipitation, extending for 20 miles along your route of flight. Any deviations advised.
So we expect 19 center. That's
4911.
like I said, where it's at for now. Scram 6 departure, a Glanc transition. And we can work on the rest once we get up and rolling. Let's see, expect radar vectors to Pooch at or above 3000 and Scram Danu, Wallace, and then out at Glanc. So we'll get data up.
For the RNAV Yankee runway 19er. After Fergie, direct.
Pooch, Scram, Danu, Wallace, Glanc, and then we're out. So that looks good. So we'll go ahead and set that up. We'll arm the auto throttle and the flight directors. Off runway 19 center, we're going to be a heading of 191. So far, so good. ATC's playing along with us, so that's nice. That's been fun. I will request our weight information. Let's go back to the performance tool. Runway 19 center. Import from aircraft. Let's see, is it changing or no? 152 it says. Do we like 152 for the zero fuel weight or weight? Well, that's the gross weight, I guess. Still takeoff weight. Yeah, we're pretty heavy right now. I think we're over actually. Import the weather.
Good morning. Westjet 310 flight level 390.
We'll just rock with this for now.
Washington Center, Roger.
And take a look at this. Zero fuel at 138, so yeah, definitely heavy. I don't know what happened there. Cell temp 50, takeoff, D-rate, so no D-rate, so we'll just be 50, flaps to 5. That's our CG, V1, 143, 145, 149er. Let's set 149er right there. And 133 or 143, 145, 149er. That all looks good to me. So we have our, I believe, most of our takeoff perf complete. Oh, yep, there we go. Okay. So we go back to the legs page, and we're really just waiting on passengers to finish boarding, which is just now completed, it looks like. We can get GSX to start preparing us for pushback and departure, which we can do. I believe we scheduled this flight out for so wait, how do I start it again? My flight, Slammer 112.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Departure time is 15:20, so we're past that now, so we're 2 minutes late technically. Do I have to start a flight, use our standalone app? Oh shoot, I forgot about that. I'm on the website right now. Gosh dang it. My fault. Hang on. Alright, get out of here.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, Slammer 112. So start this flight. Should I start it? If it's scheduled, you just push back. Oh really? Okay. So I don't have to actually like hit start flight. You're good. You have a 5-minute window to push back. Okay, cool. He did not tell us to call for push and start. He just wanted us to call for taxi. So we'll call him for taxi when the time comes. We'll get the hydraulics on. Yacht amper can come on. Beacon light can come on. And I believe that's everything on the overhead panel all set for us. Slammer Air getting ready to push back for the first time, guys. Nose left, tail right.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, hold on. Let's release the brakes.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
Here we go.
Wheel.
Pushback has begun. We're gonna get the
WestJet 310, Quebec
bleeds
Oxford,
off.
That's Oscar X-ray Mike Alpha November.
And start turn engine 2.
WestJet 310.
Southwest 1860, Quebec Robbinsville, Romeo Bravo Victor.
Robbinsville 1860.
Introduce fuel number 2. So far I got nothing holding. Oh, okay, there it is. Flight not started, do you want to start it now? Yes. Okay, I see why we're so heavy.
Center, Cherokee 69 Alpha Papa, 1 mile west of Louisa Airport, IFR to Charlottesville.
We're heavy because the,
Was that November 6 Center Alpha Papa?
That's affirmative, not Alpha Papa.
November 6 Center Alpha Papa, Washington Center, good morning. And let me get you a squad code here.
we're heavy
Squawk
because
5534.
the,
5534,
OFP
Cherokee 69
from, what's it called?
Please set
The
parking
OFP
brakes.
from, New Sky
Waiting your confirmation
had us
for
at
a
like
good engine start.
max takeoff weight. Alright, we got the engine mode selector, went back to auto. We'll go engine 1 to ground here and let them know that we got a good push back. Confirm good engine
Cockpit to
start.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
November 6 Center Alpha Papa, radar contact 3 miles northeast of the Gordonsville VOR, the Charlottesville altimeter 3004.
3004, we're through 2200, now Papa.
9 Alpha Pop, roger, off your IFR claims in 1 minute.
Now Papa.
Southwest 1453, cross Derrick at 3000, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 19 approach.
Cross Derrick at 3000, cleared RNAV Yankee 19 approach, Southwest 1453.
November 69er Alpha Papa, the MIA in that area is 4,100.
Oh shoot, how about I introduce fuel? I was like, how come? I was like, it didn't change or anything.
That's perfect, now Papa.
My
Tow
bad.
truck
November
disconnected.
69er Alpha Papa,
Bypass
leaving
pin removed.
4,100, you're clear to the Charlottesville Airport.
How can I set up the correct sim data for New Sky? Ante, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know. If you just set up your sim brief
After 4,100,
flight
clear
plan.
to Charlottesville as filed, and climb maintain 5,000, Cherokee 6 now Papa.
November 9er Alpha Papa, read back correct, thanks.
Because the New Sky flight plan that I generated is different than the sim brief one that I generated, and it's way heavier. So I'm still not sure how that works.
Southwest 492, Cleveland Center closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, have a good day.
Good day, Southwest 9.
Now, I will say we are bringing with us.
It wasn't too bad at all.
Oh, here we go. Let's,
plane, but we're climbing kind of
especially
slow,
with this
so
big plane. 3537.
4911.
Okay.
35. 37. And we'll go TA. All right. All right. Everything looks good there. We'll look at that a little bit more, Ente, once we get up to cruise. We'll set flaps to 5. Auto brakes are RTO, which you know we're not going to be using here. And let's get our engine generators online. I love these sounds, dude. These sounds of the Boris 737 are so good. And we can get the APU off. Taxi light on. New Sky tells me 429 packs and 0 cargo. Okay, I'll see. I don't know. We'll see whenever we get up to cruise, Ente. I'm not sure. Alright, do we have a spot number for this here? And center slammer 112 approaching Zulu, ready for taxi.
Slammer 112, runway 19 center, taxi via Zulu.
Zulu to 19 center, slammer 112. Usually they give you Yankee or Zulu.
November 6 center, Alpha Papa, weather, wind 2203, 10 miles visibility, 2 cows, 7,000 feet, scattered 10,000.
It is kind of cool. Usually what they'll do is, like if they have a heavy or something like that.
Can we do the ILS 3 now Papa?
Roger, you can expect that.
So we'll
Now Papa.
take the right on Zulu and go from there. Sometimes they'll put planes that have like a release time or something like that on either Zulu or Yankee, and they'll kind of have you sidestep and pass on one side or the other. So if you get the 320 added to the fleet, and I'll do a flight check to see how the New Sky works with SimBrief. Okay,
Cool.
I'm glad ATC is chill with our call sign. Yeah, I know, me too. I think as long as we're chill with them and with it, and not doing stupid stuff, behaving ourselves, not being clowns. Hey, SimCFI, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. Hope all is well with you, brother. All is good here. How's the CRJ treating you? We are looking good here, boys. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, shout out to LUNAR for the awesome library. All of his socials are in the description.
Westjet 310, how's your ride at 39?
It's pretty smooth here for Westjet 310.
Sick.
All right. We've done our briefings. We're all ready to rock and roll here. I think we're on time for New Sky.
you have a certain area you want to intercept the final at, or?
Yeah, we'll take a look at it.
We'd love to hit Woldu, do the procedure turn, and then inbound, not Papa.
9 Alpha Papa, your clear direct Woldu.
Clear direct Woldu, 6 Alpha Papa.
We'll look up in cruise and see what's going on with the flight planning. Oh yeah, there you go. Okay, so wait. So if you generate the OFP, okay, I think I know how this is gonna work.
American 1, wash. American 1, go. American 1, got the
All right, I'll show you guys how I think this is gonna work. I'll show you guys how I think this is gonna work whenever we get there. Now this wants us cruising at flight level 320. What does this have us at? What does the FMC say? 300. Interesting. We'll request something different with Washington Center once we're going. Limp, let's get some likes in the chat for the first takeoff. Let's get some likes for Slammer Air, boys, for the very first takeoff. Love it. Well said, Limp. SimCFI said, going well. My PFD died on me last flight I did. I hope in the sim. SimCFI, not in real life.
Cross Woldu at 3,400, clear to ILS 3, and we'll call you at Sydney 6 Alpha.
No, Ente, you actually don't. You actually don't have to add the values from New Sky and SimBrief. I'll show you. You literally just have to hit, when you go to book a flight, you have to hit, generate SimBrief OFP is what you have to do. Oh, IRL, I blamed Aerosoft? Oh my gosh. SimCFI, that stinks, dude.
Alpha, Charlie, and then straight to the ramp. Cross runway 4. Have a good day. Alpha, Charlie, cross runway 4, straight to the ramp. Yeah.
I'm glad everything was okay with your PFD failure. Well, was everything okay? I assume it's okay enough if you're still here. Holden said SimBrief numbers should be more accurate. I would think we should be able to input our SimBrief numbers into New Sky. Yeah, that would be... I don't know. We'll see. I'll see if I can go through and do like maybe like a mock one or something like that whenever we get out of here. Alright, we should be coming up on 19 center here, yep. Not this first left, but we'll take the next left. I believe this is the Atlantic parking over here. Yeah, because signature's on the other side. Transfer control to the captain, ran emergency checklist, and was pilot monitor the rest of the flight. Yeah, did you guys get a new plane after that? Robbed me of my pilot flying lane? Dude, that's the worst, though. That's the worst. Just guessing, I have no idea. Holden says, okay, yeah, we'll take a look for it. Center Slammer 112, we'll be ready. Here we go, guys.
Slammer 112, turn right heading 240, runway 19 center, cleared for takeoff.
Right turn to 240, 19 center, clear for takeoff, Slammer 112. Right turn to 240, we are cleared for takeoff. Let's get some togas in the chat. Let's get some likes for the first takeoff of Slammer Air, guys. Here we go. Let's get it. Last flight, 10 p.m., so we went home. Oh, okay, that's good. I mean, honestly, at least it happened so where you guys didn't have to delay or anything like that, and you could just go home. Let's spool them up 50. Engines are stable. Toga. Airspeed is alive. Check. Oof, that was a little aggressive, I'm not gonna lie, but here we go. Gears coming up, outside view. Maybe gears coming up, there it is. The first ever Slammer Air departure. 400 starting at right turn to 240. Gotta turn him up now that we're flying.
Slammer 112, got a contact, altitude even.
Slammer 112 coming through 2,200.
Slammer 112, you're blocked, but I think I heard you at a 2,500. You're climb maintain 10,000, 10,000. I'm on course shortly.
Right up to 10,000, Slammer 112.
I think the other one checking in was JetBlue 172 or 37.
Right up to 10,000, sorry, still in heading mode here. I just wanted VNAV though. Let's keep that trim coming down. Oh my. Let's see, does the weather radar work, I wonder? Doesn't look like there's any avoiding this. I was going to ask maybe for left deviations, but might just have to eat this here.
That's no 1,002 farm. Slammer 112, clear direct, let's go direct Scram, Slammer 112.
Alright, Slammer 112, clear direct to Glonk. Is that what he said? Or is he Scram?
And American 2384, Washington Center, good morning, umpire.
It's like in line with each other, we'll be okay.
And American 2384, if Atlanta doesn't do it, you can resume normal speed.
Let's get LNAV. Yeah, we are really heavy.
American 1, Cleveland Center closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Alright, after takeoff, we're getting close to flap 1 speed. RTO can go the, I'm sorry, off can go the auto brakes.
Thanks.
Let's go flap 1.
Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to flight level 230, Slammer 112. Alright, for level 230, we've got autopilot on here. Slammer 112, that's right, baby. This is awesome.
I don't know if I said it, but I got you checking at 370. Welcome, most to the right.
And let's go flaps up.
American 2384, climb and maintain flight level 270,
Well, Ente, you gotta set RTO, even though we might not, we'll never do it, but you have to set it still. Flaps are up indicating gears, up indicating lights are set for now.
Yeah, middle of a gap right there.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of weather radar going on here, so.
Delta 4911, Indy Center offline, radar service terminated, frequency change approved. Navigate rest flight.
I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know when we're gonna expect. Let's check out the weather radar here on Navigraph. Really not showing anything, so must just be some clouds for now. Through 10,000, let's get our lights coming off. Oop. And seatbelt signs are definitely going to stay on at least until we're through this, so. And logo lights can come off. Oop. Nope. Okay, we're good. Yeehaw, boys. Infinite Butter, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. What's the route today? We're going down to Charlotte, and then we're going from Charlotte to back up to Dulles. So if anybody wants to join, you know, when we get to Charlotte or whenever we, you know, come back, I guess it's too late to join now, but if anybody wants to join whenever we come back, we're going to go back to Charlotte. So we'll look more into the flight planning side of things as well, like how the sim brief stuff works once we get down around the Charlotte area and start trying to come back. We'll look into that flight planning stuff. I do want to maybe look into that a little bit. Wait, let me see. Can I already, I wonder, can I book my next flight already? Or is this going to mess up this one, do you think?
Slammer 112, climb and maintain flight level 260.
What's flight level 260, Slammer 112? And what final altitude do you have for us on file?
I'm sure at 360, I'd like to put out Slammer 112.
Keep that for now. We'll get back to you for Slammer 112.
Okay. American 2384.
Yeah, because, okay, so that's another thing.
Your final was 25, I'm sorry. Do you want to keep going at 270?
The OFP for New Sky has
sorry
us
about that, I totally didn't check that. But American 2384 maintain level
stopping at 320, and I think that's what we should take.
Just put our Evil, that's November Echo Alpha, Victor Zima.
I think we should take 320 because we are heavier than the sim brief flight plan
The duck spawn arrival
made us. Oh, okay, and then you can, I think you can file it on here too. Oh, you can. All right, I'm gonna show, once we get up to cruise, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking at, and what I think is kind of happening here. Oh yeah, this looks like a beautiful breakout right here. Center Slammer 112, tops in the area are 16,000.
Slammer 112, thanks.
So that was kind of sweaty, actually. I probably definitely did not need to give him a tops report. That was muscle memory taking over right there. Infinite Butter said, what's the departing airport just departed from? We just departed Washington Dulles, which is India Alpha Delta. Infinite Butter just departed Dulles, and we're heading down to Charlotte, and then we'll be going back once we get there. Got to figure out a gate number. Just got done using my new camera for a flight sim video. Hopefully I can get it to work. Nice, Infinite Butter. Your gear is not in the correct position. I know it's supposed to come down and locked, but it never does. I don't know how to... I can never get it to work. Let's go standard altimeter setting.
544 traffic, 12 o'clock, and 10 miles opposite direction, Airbus A320, and level 136.
Beautiful breakout, though. Make sure we don't have pause top of descent armed, because that messed everything up last time. Yeah, I know, Entei. Dang, Atlanta approach is online. I was thinking about going to Atlanta too. Oop, my bad. Why not fly to BWI after Charlotte? Infinite Butter, because at the moment, I mean, I haven't checked BWI in a little while, but BWI is a terrible airport in the simulator. And we also don't have BWI in the route structure for Slammer Air. We're doing realistic Slammer Air ops today, all right? So yeah, also it's interesting, like I can't do, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, like you can't just pick up and fly from anywhere, like we were talking about the other day with like having airplanes in certain places. Like I couldn't just start a flight in Denver because I don't think we have like an airplane out there or anything like that.
November 69er Alpha Papa, wind 2203, runway 3, clear to land.
Clear to land, runway 3. Thanks for the weather and the wind. 90 Papa.
Got it.
So like, you can't just pick up and do whatever you want.
An area of light precipitation beginning in 12 miles. It's probably low level stuff, but extends for, I don't know, 15 miles along your route of flight. If you need anything, let me know.
Roger, December 112, we're above everything at the moment. In the New Sky app, any way you can make visible our pilot rating and balance. Do you mean just like our total, like your individual pilot rating, or like?
Are there any ILS runways available, or just
You mean like individual pilot rating, or like the total pilot rating? Because the total pilot rating, I think, reflects the airline rating of 5.0, which whenever you look at it, by like real life and fake, by be like real life
turn right direct Derek,
and fake by a slot in an airport to fly into. We basically are. I mean, that's basically what New Sky is doing. I hope he gives us something to
American 1944, cross Derek at 3000, third RNAV Yankee, runway 19 airport.
Start getting the arrival into Charlotte ready. Charlotte does not look like they have any ATC online. From the looks of it, there's nobody. Let's see, what's the winds doing down there? 210 at 10, so probably landing south. One to go. Approach. Probably just land on the center runway, I guess.
Sorry, American 1944, what was that?
say again, please?
Oh, American 1944, cross Derek at 3000, cleared RNAV Yankee, runway 19 approach.
We'll probably just land on the center runway.
I'll get it then.
ILS 18 center. Sure, from JetGo. We're going to be on the Chelsea 6 from Aero. Is that an option? It is an option. Oh, also, that's our initial fix on the arrival. Let's do center Slimmer 312, or I'm sorry, correction, Slimmer 112. Can we do 300 as our final?
Slimmer 112, affirmative, maintain flight level 300, finish your final.
All right, thank you very much. Climb maintain flight level 300, Slimmer 112. All right, let's altitude intervene that. I don't think I've ever really found myself flying south in the U.S. in the flight sim, maybe west and south. Yeah, well, the south is, it's cool. You have Florida and Texas and all that stuff. No descent path after Burrs. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water, and then we can. It has our rating blocked. Lim says, okay, we're gonna take a look at the app once we get up to cruise, and we'll talk about it.
American 1944, wind 230 at 12, runway 19, cleared to land. Cleared to land, 19, American 1944.
If it butter said Dubai to Boston, Emirates 777-300 took 13 hours, didn't have enough fuel for our original destination. Miami ran out of fuel, so I landed Boston. My friend landed IED. Nice. Okay, so let's take a look at our dead airline. So I'll make it a little smaller so that we can see other stuff. Okay, so here's what I was looking at for flights. So when you go to your flights, how can I get back to, do I have to do this? Okay, yeah, here we go. So we'll go back to the OFP. So this is what the OFP says. If you generate the OFP in Fufan, man, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream, dude. I feel like it's been forever. What's up with you?
American 23.
Hold center, we set up some 320 Slimmer ops. Oh yeah, dude, we're gonna get those going here shortly. So when you
crossing naval at level 1000 and altimeter 306.
Generate the OFP through this, I think it does what I have set. So basically, I think how this works is our fleet, and then so you have this like custom weights.
Good morning, Southwest 111, vacating 13,
so I think this is why, because
and we've got Alpha for Baltimore.
Maybe if I did
Washington Center, good morning.
Economy config and downloaded that one. Balance. So I have high density set too. I think that maybe that's why. Cabin that we could do balanced economy.
Southwest 111, red contact.
I like the high density though, because then it gives us more stuff, and then we can do this stuff here. So the cargo, so maybe the volume. Like I don't know how many meters cubed the thing holds. It's been busy, Slimmer Fridge, but nice. How's it going, Vu? So it does pull from SimBrief? Yeah, Holden, I believe it does. So I don't know what to do with that. ATC's louder than you? Okay, I'll turn it down a little bit.
Center, American 2247, level 370.
So that's that. So maybe I can edit this one a little bit. Maybe we'll do a balanced 2 class or something for the triple. We'll just do that, I guess.
American 2247, Washington.
Okay, so see how that works for the 777. So, and then whenever you go to flights and you do the SimBrief OFP, this is like this is the OFP that it generates for you. This isn't the one like I set one up in SimBrief on my own ATC or on my own SimBrief profile.
Down to 5, Southwest.
But when you do it through New Sky, it comes up like this, and then this is where, like in the remarks, whenever I said I have it set to come up of our call sign and everything like that, this is where it comes up. So if you use this and then you go to VATSIM, it'll open up the VATSIM page for you, and you can pre-file on here, call sign Slammer, all that stuff. So, yeah, I mean, I think just try to do that if you guys can. Just go through the New Sky app, I guess. I don't know. Once what we should be able to do is book the flight. New Sky should give our passenger count that we enter the PAX count while creating a SimBrief flight plan. I think you can do that, but then I think this seems to work just fine. A lot to keep in mind, Vu. Yeah, there is. Are you on Pilot's Cafe? 777, 12 first, 42 business, and 316 economy. Let me see. That's what I was thinking, Holden. Yeah, I don't know. Let me manage. This is what my side looks like, by the way, when I manage stuff. 12 first, 42. So that's a 3 class. So you do 12 first.
Washington Center, Cherokee 355, but we're clear. 3, we could just taxi, I think, Bravo to the ramp would be great.
Well, then you're losing numbers here.
Thank you so much, 9 level.
We don't want to go too crazy because we need butts in seats, basically. Would you care to demonstrate booking a flight and then you can cancel it? Holden, is it gonna override this one?
American 2247.
That's my only like.
Your miles opposite direction, Airbus A328, level 360.
That's my only concern.
Yeah, we have the traffic in sight, maintain 370 American.
Alright, radar cruising altitude, flight level 360. Let's go ahead and turn the seatbelt signs off so they can move about the cabin. How far till top of descent? 69 miles. Holy crap, this is a quick flight. Alright, so we'll bug this up just so we can start our descent soon. Ente says, I think it does mess it up a bit. Do not cancel flights, Lunar says. Okay, so we're not canceling flights. I don't think so. You should be able to book flights way in advance. Lunar says not cancel flights. Why not, Lunar? What happens if we cancel flights? ILS 18 center in Charlotte 111.3. 111.3 is set. 183 final approach course. We can go ahead and set that. And that's pretty much it for right now. And then, yeah, we'll turn down the bank a little bit. Found out yesterday we get penalties for canceling a flight. Okay, Lunar, good call. All of us will need to book in advance. Once our airline gets really busy. Oh, we'll have to book in advance, really? Okay, interesting. So, like, if I'm doing this flight right now, Holden, can you not get on and book this same flight that I'm doing right now? Okay, here's what else I wanted to do. I wanted to... So, I want to look at leasing the 320. So, first of all, I'm going to have to lease the 320, 319A, and 321 all individually, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Now here's the other thing too, is all these different ones.
American 2384.
Like, do I have to do
260 visibility
completely different
1,400
profiles for every, like, do I have to make a new one for every one of these?
3006, and you have an approach request.
Would like to take visual for runway 34.
Like, do I have to do like Phoenix CFM,
Roger, you can expect that.
like Phoenix
Thank you.
A320 CFM? Or can you change this every time? Meant to mock IRL so someone's flying the plane, no one else can use that plane until it's on the ground. Okay.
American 2384.
Oh, so like you, like nobody else can even do a 737 flight is what you're saying?
Heading 060 down to 5,000 for vectors for runway 34, American 2384.
Slammer 112, descend via the Chesley 5 arrival heading south. The Charlotte altimeter is going to be 3010.
All right, 10 descend via the Chesley 6 and landing south, Slammer 112.
Southwest 1860, New York Center, Boston Center offline, radar service limited, frequency change approved. Have a good day.
Frequency change approved, 1860.
Correct. Oh, wow. So wait, how'd you guys both get online at the same time? You need to add more planes. All right, all right.
You got a 1381 wash?
We're poor.
Spotting center, American 69, flight level 220.
Okay, so I did Phoenix A320 CFM. Let's do, I'll do all of these.
Morning.
320, we'll do CFMs with sharklets, pounds. Phoenix A320 CFM sharklets. We need to make cash, Lunar says. Oh, you're just flying a multiplayer? Okay, they flew but not on the app. Oh, okay. I think I did balance economy. Did they pay more for like the first class seats and business class seats? So 320 Phoenix A320 IAE. And then I'll have to do an IAE Sharklet. Would be balance economy next and lease. So yeah, we're buzzing here right now. A320. I'll do a 320 Neo as well.
American 69 cross.
You see this, Lunar? These are all libraries you're gonna have to make. Phoenix A320 IAE Sharklets. Or can I just lease? Wait, so if I do like a 737 800 and it's just the
Got it, 1831 Washington Center. Good morning.
economy config, can I just do PMDG 737-2?
Number 172, go direct Hertz on the Proud 2 arrival.
So wait, now is this an option of a plane that you can fly? Is that what you're saying? So I have to make... Bro, I have to make... Are we for real? So wait, I have to make like 10 A320 profiles if we want to fly A320s, basically is what you're saying. You can name them whatever you like. Oh my gosh. All right, Infinite Butter, sounds good. See you later. Oh, dude, that's wild. You're basically building our fleet. Okay. Can I just like... I wish you could just like select, like, can you make more? Like, can I just copy and paste? Alright, so instead of calling this, I'll just call this PMDG 737-1. You have additional mods. Someone can help you build the fleet. That's facts, actually. Let me see, manage. Let me see if I can, like, oh, jeez. Wait, what did I just see right there? He's going to freaking Hong Kong. Ente, try to change this if you can, because that's, we lost $35,000, Lunar! Lunar! What are we doing? Jeez. Okay, wait, let me see pilots. Let me see if I can, like... Lunar, let me see. Suspend permissions. Okay, here we go. Give access and info to General tab, Awards tab, Financial status, Accountant. Airport tab, Aircraft tab. Okay, would you like, Lunar, would you like to be the fleet manager? Lunar, am I about to make a guy who lost me $35,000? Lunar, you've lost me $19,000 total. Am I about to make this guy the fleet manager?
Southwest 111, turn left heading 180.
180, Southwest 111.
You can give me a roll if you like. Holden, what, I can give you... Why don't I give you Limp and Lunar... You can all do the fleet stuff if you want. And maybe pilots tab without access. We can do schedules. Give access to the airports tab. We can do airport. Lunar gets a pass. Lunar does get a pass. Okay, we'll start off with, I'll give all three of you guys those permissions. How about that? Limp will get you. Limp, you're there. Never mind. Schedules, aircraft, airports, in case you guys want to do some different ops. And then Luke Skywalker, you can have
Southwest 111 instead of maintain 2,500.
There we go. Okay. Alright, there you go. So if you guys want to... the only reason I knew that is from the profile picture.
We've got 8 is Charlie, current at DCA, the LDA.
Alright, a couple minutes out, we're going to go seatbelt signs back on.
Yankee 19, that's also available.
A different perspective, can I be the virtual fueler? A different perspective, welcome to the stream, that is definitely a different perspective. Yeah, you can... you know what, actually a different perspective, you're going to have to contact GSX to see if you can get the fueling job. I heard they only hire the best of the best over there. They only hire the worst of the worst over there, actually.
Flags are cleared ILS, runway 10 approach.
Alright, 130 south, number to establish clear ILS runway 10.
That was payment for the library, Lunar says.
2034 to set a maintain 3,000. The airport will currently be at your 10 o'clock there, 25 miles. You get the airport advised.
Oh wait, I gotta go to my...
Constant to 3,000 and we'll go. Thanks.
Gotta go grab lunch, be back in about an hour, Holden says. Alright, Holden, sounds good. I just want to make sure that my flights are still delayed for today and that I can keep playing. We should get in a call tonight and look at this. Limp, I'd be down. You ever flying to BNA? Vu, in real life, yes. I haven't flown personally. I've been a passenger. I've flown to Memphis in real life, but we should definitely do some of that in the sim for sure. About to suggest the same thing, Limp. Yeah, Limp, I'm down. I'm supposed to be done working. Let's see, I'm supposed to get back. The schedule has me getting back at... Wait for it. A little after midnight. Time to go to work and be a real fueler. Nice, different perspective. Thanks for supplying us with gas, man. Be glitchy and buggy, Lunar. So I don't know if you guys, well, you guys know Lunar or Limp, you're on my time zone. Holden, that won't be that late for you. So I mean, I can get on for a little bit potentially tonight. Yeah, I'm still supposed to start at 5:40, so I have to be there at 6:40. Or no, 4:40. Yeah, okay. So I've got till about 4 o'clock today, so we can mess around, and we might even be able to do another flight after this. We'll see. We'll see. I glitch in real life too. Different perspective. Do you ever have to fuel the caravan? Cool, I'm up, Limp says. All right, bro. I'll try to be. I'll drink some coffee. What is this? Air conditioning? What about it?
112, the Leda Center is offline. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good rest of your day.
Thanks for ATC, and you guys have a good one, Slammer 112. Oh, shoot, because we set our cruising altitude at 360. Yes, they only come in when it's super windy and rainy. It's awesome. Have you ever done the thing where you go too fast and it spits back at you? I mean, like I said, guys, feel free to do what you guys, the guys that I gave privileges to, or roles, or whatever you want to call them. Feel free to do, you know, whatever you guys want to do here. What I was thinking, do whatever you want with the airports too. It's a rite of passage, different perspective. Oh my gosh, it really is. We took our caravan over to we took it over to, what's it called? Signature the other night, and they had like no idea how to refuel it. It was actually really annoying. Every time I take off 738, the plane screens at me that I didn't do something. I need to watch more tutorials. Yeah, it can be, well, first of all, don't set your flaps to anything more than like 5 or 10. Confused about how to generate a flight on New Sky? Entei, if you just wait, nothing's as bad as the Honda jets, really. I don't even know if I've ever seen a Honda jet, different perspective. I've seen the Vision jet. Entei, if you wait a little bit till we get on the ground, we'll go over it again. I'll do it from here, and we'll see if we can figure out some things together. But yeah, guys, what I was thinking about the routes, we should probably make these, well, we should definitely get some cargo ops too. What I was thinking about the routes though is doing, let me see, where's like our route structure? We have to go back to Airline Slammer. Here it is. So like we have all these obviously, and we're going like back and forth and everything like that, but then also like connecting these ones with different flight numbers. So like whatever this flight number is out here, let me see, like put a 2 in front of this flight number or something like that, and then make it like an east-west thing. I've been on the Honda Jet takeoff. It's so fast. Oh dang, that's pretty sick. Lunar. So yeah, guys, I was thinking of like connecting these airports all to each other as well. Same thing over here, like connecting Atlanta and Chicago. And dude, Limp, I want to get the CRJ, the V2 thing. I want to get it so bad. I can't justify buying it right now, but I do want to get it really bad. I do want to get it really bad, but I think it'd be cool if we had like a regional side of things too. Like, it'd be cool if we had like Atlanta to Charlotte, but like we could only do those in like the CRJ, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that'd be sick. But we got Ente over here. It looks like there's 2 planes here, are there? Or is it just Bigfoot? Different person, the fuel port is angled and you can't really see where the fuel is at. Oh, really? Okay. See, I didn't even know that. I'm not gonna lie. But thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you. What about using the default cargo pack 0 fuel weight from the specific aircraft info in New Sky? I don't think you can really do that. Can we have a flight from west to east, Burbank to JFK? Absolutely, Lunar. Yeah. Like I said, man, I have the CRJs. Lunar, if you wanna make that a thing, you can do it. Because I want to buy them. You'd have to make a library for the CRJ. But, I mean, I guess you wouldn't have to. What about the default cargo pack 0 fuel weight? I don't think it works like that. Like, let me go to the fleet. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to make this 777. I'll make this PMDG 777 Whiskey 1. And then, so if I do the standard one, it loads the standard weights and stuff, but then the cabin layout, what does it say? Optional can be found in custom airframe options as internal ID. When not specified, default sim brief profile will be used. So wait, do you see this? This is what I was reading right here. So should I just zero all these out and just let it use this custom? I don't know what I need to do. I don't know. Demanding boss we have. Chill. What does this say? Drag required. Let's use some drag. Maybe give it a try, see what it shows. Okay, I'll do another 737 one. It definitely doesn't have 500 seats. Okay, let's see. Economy config. PMDG 737S. We'll call this one. Alright, I zeroed everything out on that one, so we'll see. We'll see how that works. Standard altimeter setting. We need a first class config for the longer routes. Okay. Do auto brakes 2 in Charlotte. Let's see, runway. We're doing 18 center, we'll be on 26.4. And let's check out Charlotte. Where's everybody at? What are they doing? 1242, 316, max zero fuel weight, 200 cargo and payload for the 777. All right, we'll see, Entei. I'll work on it once you get on the ground. Here, wait, Entei, why don't you? Here, Entei, I'll do this. I'll make another 777 livery. I'll do PMDG. Did you start your flight yet? Oh shoot, hang on. Did you start your flight yet, Entei? If not, here's what I want you to do. I'm making one called PMDG 777 Whiskey Test. Alright, okay, you didn't do it yet, good. I'm making it 777 Whiskey Test. I have the standard config. Do not buy it. What a buggy plane. Oh, really, Lunar? I wanted to buy that one too. I want to buy the CRJ before I bought that one. Okay, so I have this set up, Entei. What I want you to do, divide cabin into classes as you wish. I'm just gonna leave this, I'm gonna zero this out is what I'm gonna do, Entei. I'm gonna zero all this stuff out and just see, try to book with that airplane, book with this one right here, and see what happens. Just book with this one and see what happens. Love the CRJs, honestly. Yeah, Lunar, I'm buying the CRJs before I buy anything else. Alright, let's do this. Let's go direct to one of these fixes on the approach. Let's go direct to JetGo for now. Let's go direct to JetGo at 8,000 or above, so that's perfect. We'll be fine for that. Let's take it even a step. Let's go direct to... Actually, no, screw it. Let's go... We're going to go direct to final approach. We're going to go to Silo here. Now, realistically, in Charlotte, they'd probably never actually give you this, but... Just see what happens, Entei. See, like, booking a flight with that. See what it shows. What does it show in New Sky? Well, be careful canceling flights, though. Is it gonna... is that what the 737 test is? Yeah, Limp, it's the same thing. Let's speed intervene. We're gonna slow down here. We're gonna bug the up speed because we're actually... Okay, we're actually like really close. This is not good. Let's go flaps 5. Let me vertical speed us. Okay, we're actually okay in terms of the vertical speed for right now. What frequency are all these guys on? That guy's on 18.1, 18.1, 18.1. Alright, all these guys are on 18.1, so I'll get on that frequency myself. Let's go landing lights on, coming through 10,000 feet. Maybe, there we go. All of our other lights on as well. I thought it was broken at something in Charlotte, or is it sending clear here? No, it's sending clear. Lovely. Alright. Let's get on 18.1 since that's where everybody else is at. Canceling flights costs a lot of money. Yeah, let's try to refrain from canceling flights. That'd be great. What are we to the northeast? Charlotte traffic, Slammer 112. We are about 30 miles from Silo on the ILS 18 center to the northeast. Charlotte traffic. Canceling flights costs a lot of money, Lunar says. Yeah, let's not do that. So try not to get. It doesn't say that POP canceled the flight. POP, why are you in Tulia Swisher County Municipal Airport? What the heck? Alright, I guess we can kind of chill on the descent rate. I guess we don't have to be doing 180 knots either. We can... I don't know what's going on, he says. Does New Sky work like FSA Airlines? If a plane is flown to X location, you have to fly that plane from the airport and that airport only? I don't know. It's a good question. Because I don't think so, Lunar, because I had... Even though we only had the one plane, I still had the option to fly... like, I think from Charlotte to Charlotte, which we're doing now, like
American
from Atlanta.
Departing 18 center on the Queen to the south, Charlotte traffic.
Ente said I tried to edit the OFP with SimBrief show that's saved, but I didn't do anything. I can't select the values in New Sky. Excuse me to set the correct values, and by that I can. Okay, let's see. That makes more sense. I parked it last night in New York, Lunar said. Okay. Select how much I want or so. I don't know. It does, but I don't think we have it set up that way yet. I don't know, because we had one... Alright, Ente, I'm going to edit the... I'm going to set it at... balanced 3 class. And max out... Okay, Ente, here. This is how I'm going to have this set up. I'm going to re-save this. I have balanced 3 class set up for this. Let me see. Let me just try doing what you wanted. You wanted 12, 42, and 316. 316 and payload 6991. I don't know how to do that. This is... We'll just do this for now. Alright, I saved that seat. Try to refile or do something again and see if that helps. I feel a little bumpy here.
$2,500.
All right, let's get some likes on the stream for our... Whoa. Definitely getting some turbulence down low here. Charlie traffic center 112. We're about 10 from Silo on the ILS 18 center to the northeast. Charlotte. Viewer if not selected again. Let's try that. By the way, what do I set for departure or nothing? Should I select something? Whatever airport you're at, I guess. Ente. Dang, we are getting rocked around right now. The lights overhead are set, seatbelt signs are on. If not, somebody'd be through the ceiling by now. I'm gonna try to be more or less fully configured by Silo, so let's start slowing up here. Which shouldn't be too hard to do now that we're leveling. Negative 200, Lunar says. Alright. Let's go to flaps. I think it's 210 for flaps 10. It is, yes. Wait a second. Let's go flaps 10. Ooh, just flaps 10. So there we go. Wow. Yeah, guys, and we're gonna take a look at everything and what things we have to do to get a flight plan correct once we get on the ground here. Alright, let's go gear down. Our VRF speed was 142. Go flaps 15. (142) flaps 15. We could probably go all the way. Let's go flaps 40. Who's Macappa? What's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? Arm the approach as well. .3, is that correct? That is correct. 183 final approach course. Everything should be good for us here. The Mexican Aviator, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How are you? Got the beautiful Slammer Air livery today. Oh my gosh, we're getting rocked around right now. Unless it's making a turn for the... What is it doing? Wow. I think we're just getting rocked around like crazy right now. At lunch in school right now, and Duncan was giving out free donuts. What a day. Oh my gosh, what a day, dude. Congrats. That's awesome. And Charlotte traffic sliver 112 rolling on about a 7-mile final for runway 18 center, Charlotte. All right, here we go. Let's get the auto throttles off. It's gonna be bumpy. We're gonna fight for this one all the way in, it seems like. As soon as, let's see, we got glide slope captured, door lock captured as well. Misapproach is 3,000. We can go ahead and set that. And, oh my gosh. Let's go autopilot off. Misread Dunkirk. That's a cool movie. Nice. Nice, Lunar. Food tastes so good when it's free. Well said, Mexican Aviator. It's just a little bit better, isn't it? 12 knot crosswind right now.
1,000.
Hope New Sky doesn't bone me for whatever the autopilot was just doing there. Did it actually work in there? Okay, whatever. Slam it. Mexican Aviator. The goal of being here isn't to slam everything. It is just, however, if it happens, it happens. Alright, definitely caught back up to that. Motivator came in at the right time. Well said. And we're going back, Motivate, so you're not even late either. We're going to go back to Washington Dulles after this. Anybody who wants to fly along, feel free. No slam, no glam. Well, when you put it that way, Lim.
300.
Quality control.
200.
Oh, jeez. Feels like we're in a freaking hurricane right now.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20.
Oh my, big float.
10.
Oh, where's the center line at? Alright, whoa, whoops. Definitely off the center line. I think it's gonna yell at me for that, but we get claps in the back. So whenever we're not flying for Slammer Air, we get nothing but screams, and whenever we start flying for Slammer Air, we get nothing but claps. Okay. We're gonna get off here at Echo 5. Ooh, let's keep rolling here. Floater, definitely a floater. So, it has me at 260 feet a minute was that landing, so I definitely wouldn't say that was a greaser. I was landing rate a fuel deficit on the 777. We need a slammer emote. We need screams. You guys are something else. Alright, let's get the APU kick in a minute. Strobe's back. Those come off, those come off. That's all fine. Low oil pressure, APU on. Start getting the flaps up. And Charlotte traffic, Slammer 112. We're off 18 center. At Echo 5, gonna taxi Foxtrot to the gate. Last call, Charlotte. Slammer emote. I don't know. I've got to look at the membership emotes again. I don't know if I can make more emotes or not. I know I was limited to what I could do. All right, let's see. Slammer 112 is safely on the ground. Is that the... yeah, Lufthansa. That's pretty cool. 429, Charlotte to Munich. This is Charlotte Payware scenery. I think this one's an Orbex. Butter, butter, butter. That's right. We like the butter. That's what we really like. Auto brake can come off. I think we're all cleaned up now. APU gen can come online. APU bleed. So I don't want to do the APU bleed just yet until we get the engines all said and done. Alright, we shouldn't cut that guy off. I'm just going to go for the corner gate here. I love the sounds. Refund, this is not the experience I wanted. We just like to slam the butter on the bread. That's right, yeah. The butter can still get on there. It's just about how it gets on there. We're taking over Americans gates here in Charlotte. All right, we'll stop it there. Set the parking brake, and we've got the APU generators online. Let's get the engine bleeds off. I guess we can do that now. I don't know if that's how they do that realistically or not, but that's how we're going to do it here. And we will get the taxi lights off, and I think we should be able to, let's see, once we're under 10%, we'll go with the beacon light off, and then that should, yeah, there you go, Slammer 112, Charlotte, Dulles to Charlotte, flight ended, would you like to close it? Let's get Simbrief, or I'm sorry, these clowns, GSX, deboarding us here first. First of all, how's our park job? That's pretty good, we'll take that. Alright, Slammer Air, first flight is complete. Let's go about closing it. So let's take a look and see what that looks like here. Take a look at our scores and whatnot. Okay, so we got $18,000 for that, so I've almost made up for for LUNAR. Almost made up for LUNAR's thing, and we got in early. So like that, a perfect 10. Interesting. Great touchdown. Challenging conditions. Distance from the threshold. We were right in the well, towards the end of that, so a little floaty for sure. And we were off center line just a bit, so not too bad. I'll try to request the data on my EFB and see what the FMC says. Okay, sounds good. Let's see what it says here. 57 minutes, no delay. That's the fuel we used. Those are the passengers we had. That's the luggage we had. Cargo 24U. I don't know what 24 units of 34 capacity. A slammer emote followed by a butter or toga emote. Slammer is more than just landing now. Oh my gosh. So what was our profit? Oh, here we go. Expenses 10,000. So we had about, okay, so that is our profit. So the 18,000 is what we profited. Okay. All right, cool. So that's that. Now we're going to look into making a new flight. So we can go back to book flight. Let's go to schedule. We'll go here. And then this is, okay, so these are the flights we have the option to do now. Slammer Air 737 Max, that would be tough at LUNAR. Cracking the whip on LUNAR again. So we could go to Miami. We don't have to go back to Dulles necessarily, I guess. Once I get the citation longitude on there, I'll generate lots of money. Well, then you work on the longitude first, all right? What does the money even do, Limp? You were saying we can go bankrupt and stuff. What else does the money allow us to do? We really need a flight to Denver so that we can start doing some of these West Coast ops, because there's no aircraft available out there as of right now, it says. So, yeah, we could go down to Charlotte. I'm sorry, we could go down to Miami. I could, like, connect some of these flights, too. Once I get the longitude there... Oh, I'm sorry. I read that twice. So just these East Coast ones are available right now. Definitely got some time. I don't have 4 hours time, but I have a few hours. We could go... Let me see if I go... let me go back to manager mode here. Schedules. Add a schedule. Or do I need to add a flight? Yeah, okay. Let's add a schedule. So departure. Go Charlotte to... We go Charlotte to JFK. Gotta go to class? Alright, Mexican Aviator, no worries. Thanks for stopping by, though. Appreciate it. Or should we just go back to... We could just go back to Dulles. Who else is online? Anybody? Not really over here. Down south. Could go to Miami. we'll stick with the Dulles route for now. Okay, so let me go to book flight. We're gonna book a scheduled flight with Slammer Air. We're gonna do the one we'll show only available. We're gonna go Charlotte to Dulles in the 737-1. So okay, so maybe because it has to be this. Okay, so here we can do this. You can select lower payload using sliders if the flight requires reduced operational weights. Estimated departure time 16, what is that, 12:55? Yeah, let's do 12:55, that's fine. So I mean, we could, it seems like, huh. I don't know. Do we do this here and bring down the passenger weight? Like if I went to SimBrief, edited flight, we were going back. Generate the flight. Let's see how many passengers SimBrief gives us and what kind of numbers they give us. SimBrief gives us 122 packs, which I don't think I want to fly with that little of packs because we need to make money. And then SimBrief says zero fuel weight should be right around 122. That's at 120. That would be like 122. Max empty weight cargo required fuel 8832. It wants us to have about 6,000, I think. I don't know. Let me just max those. Okay, wait, that's that. Let me go back. Let me edit the. So 189 was the max. Let me edit the PMDG 737-1. Let me edit this. Did a balanced economy. Let me save the changes. Now let's go to book flight. Scheduled, Slammer, available, Charlotte to Dulles. Aircraft, PMDG. Okay, so now it only has 170 packs as the max. 1700. It's like 15 minutes. Probably don't need that long. Let's do. Yeah, we'll do 15 minutes. It's fine. All right, I guess let's just book this and just see what happens. Flight added. So 170 out of 170. So then this is where you can generate an OFP in SimBrief. And then it does this, except... Oh, okay, interesting. Hang on, let me see what it's going to do here real fast. Okay, so once you sign in, now it's loading in SimBrief. OFP fetched. Okay. Review OFP. Okay, here we go. No, we're staying. Deboarding is completed. Let's see if we can get boarding loading. As I said, I tried that for me. It doesn't apply. What do you mean it doesn't apply? Request new data from SimBrief, so that's our new flight plan route. I'll let it know we're in Charlotte. Request Charlotte to Dulles. Wait, does that change your SimBrief plan, or did it download your SimBrief? No, see, it changes the SimBrief plan, Lunar. That's the thing. So do that, and we'll get GSX boarding.
requested.
Sure. So what's the
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
That's what went wrong for me then. I had the wrong
Passengers
plan
boarding
loaded into Beyond ATC. Oh, probably, yeah.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Probably. I had the plan I made when I pressed thinking I was downloading my flight plan. Yeah, no, okay, so it says to me fuel deficit negative 17,000 kgs. Let me see. Alright, wait. So wait, you can also though, it looks like you can edit the flight plan.
This way, please.
Interesting.
This way.
Okay. So now VATSIM, now I can file on VATSIM. So I just filed on VATSIM, now I have to disconnect and reconnect from here. It'll be Slammer 111.
This way.
Let me, what did I get? Auto ATC. Okay, let me do this, Entei. Let me go back.
This way.
I'll just give you, I think it might be because, I think for you, Entei, it's because there's no, or because it's in pounds.
Boarding pass, please.
Let me see if I put it in kgs.
Hello.
I do balanced economy, save changes. Alright, use
May I see
use
your
this one,
pass?
Entei. Use the PMDG 777 Whiskey 1. And also it's not, it's just that.
Hello.
I'm going to delete the test one for now.
Good afternoon. Hello. Hello.
Alright.
Welcome on board.
I'm gonna delete this test one as well because it didn't work.
Boarding pass, please.
Alright, I guess for now, I guess that's fine. We have our flight plan filed and everything like that. And we're just waiting. Or we're just trying to get out of here, I guess. We can depart from 18 Center. Just keep moving forward to this for now, I guess. Departing on 18 Center on the scram. Nope, no, that's the wrong. See, okay, so now that's. Huh.
Welcome on board.
Let me see the dashboard. Slammer 111. Okay, so you'd have to then go
Good afternoon.
and then get your next. Then you can get. Okay, all right. So here, let me show you guys this too. So when I got back here, it was still on this flight, and I was like looking at my SimBrief and stuff, and like, why can't I do this? But if you sign into your thing,
Charlotte traffic,
if you sign into your sim brief,
2025 departing runway 187 Charlotte traffic.
if you sign into your sim brief on New Sky, whenever you go to file your flight plan and do your flight plan and everything like that, you can come back in here and go to dashboard, and then Slammer 111 is right here, and then you can view this, and then you can send it to then you can import to charts. So that's how I'm doing that. So we're on the Kilns 5 departure. Kilns 5, I'm assuming the Audi transition, since that's the only option. It is, okay. Audi transition. And we'll step through that real fast. Out towards Audi, Kilns, all that stuff. And then we are out and heading back towards Washington Dulles. Now, we definitely don't want to cruise at flight level freaking whatever it had us at. So we'll look into that here in a second, because I think we're probably going to do like 290, because that's a quick flight to be going up to like 390 or whatever it had. So
Good afternoon.
let's do 290 for the cruise altitude. Yep, 290 is fine. And then let's look over here and do the performance real fast. Charlotte Douglas 18 center, import from aircraft, import weather, calculate, takeoff 40, takeoff 1, so we are derating 1, cell temp 40, so we'll take off derate 1, cell temp 40 degrees, and we'll do flaps to 5, that's our CG, 139, 140, 145 on the V2. Heading will be 180 something on the departure out of here, and the top altitude on the SID is 8,000. 183 it looks like is going to be the heading out of here. 183 and 8,000 is the top altitude on the SID today. Okay, so that's pretty much our MCP setup. Legs, inter-F limits, all that good stuff there. Looks good. And yeah, okay. So we are almost done with the boarding and the loading and such things. Woo, look at that. All right, Ente said values are so very wrong, are also very wrong with the 1 version, but I will look into some videos and maybe let you know later in the Discord so we don't mess around all the time. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what else to do. Because I have... I mean, even if I set it up... Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I can give you a balanced 3 class, so maybe you can just use that. I mean, Ente, also though, whenever you file, remember whenever we went to file our flight plan, you can go into SimBrief and change the things you need to change. So if you think there's something that's really wrong, you can change it yourself. You just have to go into the SimBrief profile and change it. Are the flight numbers in any specific order, Cap? Not really, Lunar. I just tried to do odd numbers going east and west, even numbers going west. And then, like, I did the one flight number. It's like we're 112 on the way down here, and we'll be 111 going back. Just, I tried to make the return flight like one number apart. But it doesn't really matter. That's the least of our worries at this point. The cargo thing with the volume is confusing. I tried to, yeah, I don't know. Well, you can, Ente. I mean, we just looked at it. So you can do it, because I just did it. Yeah, I don't know what the deal with the volume thing is, though. That's really weird. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready to get pushed back here, though. Let's prepare for pushback and departure, and they are, like, here. I think they should be, so... Close left forward entry. I think it should be closing soon. Great. Should be a nice quick pushback for us. We're going to 18 center, so we're going to push nose to the left. Seems like I did something wrong then with SimBrief. Maybe. I don't know. It is just confusing, so we'll see. Definitely just keep playing around with it. Like I said, look up some YouTube videos, and we'll try to figure something out. I might be able to do another flight after this, too. We'll see. It shouldn't be too long, so... I don't think there's anybody else around us, so we don't have to worry about calling our pushback. Nose left, please. PMDG chocks, let's remove those. We've got everything all set there. That's great. All right, here we go. Let's do another flight here with Slammer Air. We're on the grind. Beacons on, parking brakes are released.
All engines clear. Start at will.
And let's get the packs off. We're going to cruise at flight level 290 this time. And I think the airport elevation is like 300 feet in Dulles. Alright. Engine 2 to start. Or to ground, I guess. Introduce fuel. Oh, that guy almost got ran over. The rudder. All right, let's go with number 1. Introduce fuel. Mexican Aviator, what's up? That was quick. Holden, what's up? Welcome back. Are we paying for all these leased planes even when they're on the ground? I don't know, Lunar. I don't. And what's the point of the money either? I really don't know what the point is. Holden, I think it's going pretty good. We're just about to do the return flight. Everything seems fine to get our engine bleeds on. We'll set the parking brake here in just a moment.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
We do have a good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking
Get that off. AP bleed off. Our engine bleeds and generators are on, so that's what has the demand right now. And we'll go taxi light on here as well. Flaps to 5. Auto brake RTO, which we'll never use. I guess just making it feel realistic. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know, like, because you can't really, like, buy anything, it doesn't seem like. Do we have an airline total balance? No. Not that I know of. Let me see.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Yeah, not that I know of. Plot twist, we're in debt and didn't know it. I wouldn't doubt it. Alright, wait, let me see, because I did not get a notification to start my flight for this one yet. So, start recording meeting, but the other started. Oh, shoot, wait, I forgot what time. Okay, yeah, no, we're good. I think we wanted to push back by 55, so I think we're good there. Okay, Slammer started. Can we see the passengers? No, the passengers are not back there, unfortunately. Wouldn't make sense if there is an accountant role. Yeah, did you see that? There is an accountant role, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Charlotte traffic, Slammer 111, taxi to runway 18 center on Echo, on Echo for Charlotte traffic. Holy crap. Just go straight out here on the blue line. Yeah, so I wonder what the accountant position is for then.
Solid traffic from the 429.
Once you're getting cruise, can we see the app again and see if we can figure it out? Yeah, for sure.
Solid traffic.
You can see the passengers, if you enable it on GSX Lunar. I don't have it enabled, I don't think. They vanished. I thought I did. I enabled it for some of them. I enabled it for some of the Phoenixes, I believe. You have to tell GSX to sit down back there. Lufthansa A350, hard hit on the FPS. Yeah, probably not worth it at all. What does Course do? Course is your localizer course. So if you want the ILS to work in a 737, you have to set the course. Going to Munich. A350 Lunar? A350 livery? Please. Every livery ever? 747 Lunar? 330 Lunar? 4142 is our squawk code today. Didn't do that. .4142 is the squawk. I don't think there's anybody out there. What about the bus? You don't have to do it in the Airbus, Mexican Aviator. 350, who's gonna fly that? Me? Nah, 350 is definitely on the bottom of the list of things. Charlotte traffic, Slammer 111, taking runway 18 center for departure. Charlotte. Let's get our lights on. To that nose wheel. All right, let's see where he's at real quick. I just want to make sure he's getting out of the way. Love looking at the live map in New Sky. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Did he log off? Slammer Airbus. Slammer Airbus is coming. All right, I think we're ready to rock and roll. I think he logged off or something. All right, spool him up 50. Here we go. Let's get some togas in the chat. Second takeoff, Slammer Air. Toga. Well, we don't reject takeoff around here, so we're not going to stop, but,
Maybe not.
I feel like that might be a glitch or something. I don't know what we don't have set.
V1.
Okay.
See you.
Positive rate.
And gears coming up. Yeah, I don't know, Lunar. Maybe that's a glitch on the second flight. Oh, we can go VNav. And, let's see. Let's just go flaps 1. Spoilers arm? No, no spoilers. Let's go direct to Munby. And let's go LNAV autopilot. Reset MCP out. Yeah, well, that's what it wanted me to stop at, so no. Is it on the second flight too, Lunar? I don't know, because I really don't know what that would have been. Everything on the overhead looks set. Auto brake was RTO. Gear was down. Flaps were set to 5. Let's go flaps up. Let's go flight level 290. And it's trying to stall us. Just disconnect the autopilot and flight, I guess. Maybe, you know what, it could have been the trim. Okay. Autopilot's back on. R2 off, flaps up indicating, gears up indicating, lights are set for now. Trim is in the green band, and I think it was in the green band too. I don't know, maybe somebody go back and check, see if it was in the green band or not, whenever we were on the roll there. Let's see if Washington Center's online anymore. Doesn't look like it. No, they're offline now. What is it? Well, we set 290 now, so it should not be stopping here. I feel like the second flight is just making this thing kind of wig out. Why does 737's engine need to be put in cont during takeoff? I don't know. Mixing aviator, I don't. It's probably just a checklist thing for them, just to make sure that. I think this is basically the ignitions, and so they basically want that ignition to be going constantly, so that like if they hit a bird or something, let's say on the takeoff roll, that unless like the flame would be like put out, it would just like relight the engine. Like it would try to relight the engine anyways. Crew 10,000, let's get our lights off. According to New Sky Wiki, the app does not track a balance. I'm curious as to what the accountant rule does. I think we'll look at it again here in a minute, but I think it said something about just being able to see, like Limp was saying that he couldn't see the rating and like the money, I guess. So maybe the accountant rule is just actually able to see that type of stuff. If they wanted to, the accountant could keep track of the total balance themselves. Yeah, I mean, that would make sense, Holden. I don't know. It seems like some things make a lot of sense with this and how it works, and some things don't. Like, I like a lot of aspects of this and what we've got going on here, but I also think that there's a lot of silliness as well. It would give that rule something to do if the airline wanted someone to keep track of it. Yeah. Again, though, even before the accountant stuff right now, dude, we need people to fly, so we got to get flying here. Ente, here, you know what else I'll do for you? I want to set up. Give me a minute here now that we're above 18,000. I'm gonna go hit the bathroom and get some more water, and I'm gonna come back, and we are going to do some more stuff in New Sky. Now let me see. I'm gonna try to insert an ad thing. Ads inserted. What? me see here. Okay. Alright, so we'll see what happens there. Alright, yeah, give me a couple minutes. I'll do a few flights today. Lunar says Holden's going to do a flight tonight. Alright, sounds good. I'll be back here in just a minute or two. Alright, gangsters, I'm back. We'll be right back. Alright, let's see. How far from... Oh, shoot. How about we, We're on arrival here. ATC's not online anymore. I'll get back to the chat here in just a second. 210 at 9, so definitely going to land south. Let's just take, we'll just take the center. Or take the center runway. ILS 19er center. We're going to be on the Cavalier 6 from Dorn, I believe, because that's our next fix. It is. Insert all that. And we should get a DES here soon. 32 miles top of descent, really? Dorn at flight level 238. Alright. Cover that stuff on the way down. Let me get the verse of the day up real quick here. Alright. Okay, there we go. Alright, we got the verse of the day online. Psalm 42:11. Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why does so disturb within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God. So, the psalmist here is clearly saying, you know, why? What are we so sad about here? What are we crying about? What are we complaining about? When you can just put your hope in God and praise him, and your soul will be uplifted just because of that. And that's, you know, practicing that motto of like grace, or I'm sorry, what is it, like gratitude and anxiety can't like live together. So when you are feeling anxious, when you're feeling worried and stuff like that, just thank God for everything you have. Thank you, Lord, for this. Thank you, Lord, for that. I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for that. And then anxiety kind of goes away. So I think that is kind of what we're looking at. Lib said, I'm trying to book a flight. All our aircraft are in Dulles. I was going to try and fly one to Charlotte. I bet Lunar's going to take one to LA. You think? Holden said, what would be a really cool feature of New Sky is if PAX slowly bought tickets for a flight. No plane is fully booked, then a pilot can pick up a flight. That would be pretty cool, yeah. I don't know. It is weird, like, I don't know, it says all of our planes are in Dulles. Let me see if let me see something real quick. No. Manage fleet. Lease an aircraft. I just put a third aircraft in, a third 737. I thought current location, no results for Slammer Air. What if I did, okay, wait, there we go. I just put a 737 in Denver, Lunar. See if you can pick up that. I'm moving one to Denver. Oh, I just moved one to Denver. Wait, no, don't move one to Denver. I'm in one right now. Alright, hit our top of descent here shortly. It's at like 3,000 or something for now. We'll go auto brake 2. ILS 19 center, 191 final approach course, and 111.3. Really? Is it the same as Charlotte? That's wild. Moving 2 to Denver. All right, I moved 3 to Denver, Lim. Or if you want to move... Yeah. Do the Denver to Burbank flight today? Okay. And you guys can connect those routes too down there. You can do Burbank to Phoenix or whatever you want to do. You just have to make a route for it. The local altimeter setting in Washington Dulles right now is 2997. And we're actually going to select this now. And actually, we are going to put the minimums in as well because it is, let's see, thunderstorms in the vicinity, broken 2900 cumulonimbus, towering cumulonimbus, I believe. Minimums are 472 for the ILS 19 center here in Washington Dulles, so we'll just go ahead and bug that. .472 is set. Passenger signs are already on, I do believe. And let's check out the weather radar going into Dulles here. Yeah, there's a thunderstorm pretty close by. All right, Holden, what else did you want to look at in New Sky? Because I'm not really, I don't know what else we can do. I don't know what else to do in terms of like the cargo stuff. Burbank to Dallas is a fun flight done by Southwest and JSX. Yeah, there you go, put it in there. Balance. So why, like, it also doesn't have the fact that I flew this. Doesn't have my balance in here. Is anybody doing any more flights as Lunar or is no? Gonna fly a plane to Denver. I guess I don't need you now. Denver to Phoenix then. Nice. Yeah, I guess if we could just move them around like that, you don't have to do that. Dead. I wonder how we get out of dead. And also it says airline pilots. We have... Oh, maybe just because Lunar is the only one who's even done a flight. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 6 people and me. Yeah, I think this will be cool. I think we just need to figure out kind of what's going on. And you know what? Let's look at the wiki because the wiki might have some answers for us. Actually, before we do that, I want to look at Enduring Word and just look a little bit more at Psalm 42:11. So what is the context of this verse? 42:11, a return to a confident challenge of self and focus upon God. Why are you cast down, O my soul? And why are you disquieted within me? Hope in God, for I shall yet praise him, the help of my countenance and my God. Why are you guys on? As the oppression of the enemy continues, so the psalmist would continue to speak to himself and challenge his own sense of discouragement. So they must have been under siege by some sort of enemy, and he's feeling discouraged, and he's, you know, kind of questioning himself, trying to hype himself up a little bit, be like, what are we so sad about here? It is important dialogue between the two aspects of the believer, who is at once a man of convictions and a creature of change. The higher self repeats its half rebuke, half encouragement. Hope in God, the pleasant words of Psalm 42:5 are repeated as both important and helpful. The psalmist and everyone buried under discouragement Need to keep hoping God and keep confidence that He shall yet praise Him. Amen. So just keep praising, even though you're discouraged. Just keep trying to hype yourself up. Keep the Word of God tucked away in your heart. We've seen that verse the day before. Keep the Word of God tucked away in your heart, and use it in times of trouble. Dead will come off as we log flights daily or however often. Right. I was just wondering if there was like a specifically how long. I do like that the scoring isn't like as picky, I feel like, as a pilot's life. I feel like it's less picky. Let's get our local altimeter setting. Alright, I also just made a Slammer Air channel in the Discord. So, if you guys want to get all up in that, here we go. Starting to get bumpy. Let's get definitely some drag. Speed brakes can go away for now. Here we high, 11,000 above. No, we look pretty good. 10,000 at Cavalier. There's some of the rain. And our final approach fix is Femco at 1,500 feet. What's it, 6,000 at Barron over here. It's essentially just kind of putting us in a downwind for the center runway here. No ATC online in Washington Dulles. Holden said I'm back, had a pretty doozy phone call. Oh no. What happened there? All right, coming through 10,000, sorry. Get all of our lights on. Slowing up to 250 knots. Not able to add new schedules. Never mind. Okay. Need to add the airport first. Oh yeah, if it's if it's an airport that we don't have yet, yeah, you have to add it first. So it says, I'm looking at the scheduling section of the wiki on New Sky, and it says, are there any doubts that some schedules come at a cost? Each route requires daily operation fee, which applies only on the days that the schedule is available. So a route planned for Sunday will cost your airline once a week. So we have every single day, we have all these flights available. So maybe we should change that too. If it starts, I wanted to add Dallas. Yeah, that's good. Dallas is good. I like that, Lunar. Maybe some of these flights shouldn't be every day. But, I mean, I don't know. I also don't know, like, it hasn't been a bad thing so far. I don't know. It says daily fee is applied only if schedule is active on a given weekday and is not affected by how many flights per week performed using this route. We need to cut back. We maybe do. But I also don't know, like Holden said, like, there's no like accounting section for the airline. Like there's no like, are we in debt? Are we, you know, so like it says that. It says, you know, hey, there's no... I think it's okay to leave it. If something happens, we're all learning, it won't hurt anything, I don't think. Yeah, that's what I don't think, like as of now, there's just no... I mean, there's no like money pool section, and it doesn't, as of now, like you said, it's not like, it's not hurting anything. How many flights can Limp do a day? Challenge accepted. Limp Dude's single-handedly going to keep this airline afloat. Boy, no balance. Oh, here we go. He says at New Sky, we strongly believe the total balance of the airline account is absolutely pointless in a virtual airline world. It provides no useful information about the airline financial situation and poses limits There are limitations and conflicts that can't be sorted out in the simulator world without hurting real people. Also, they will not introduce a total account balance for the given reasons above. We strongly believe it to be a stupid concept, proven to be flawed and empty numbers by all the solutions that came for us. That's fair. I think it is silly, but it's also like, okay, then why do the flights even make money? Yeah, right, Holden. We had flights yesterday that didn't get flown. Total account balance means we need to handle bankruptcy. What if money runs out? It's clear in real life the airline is simply bought out by a bigger airline and dissolved. But in the simulated hermetic world, that is not an option. Should New Sky simply close that airline and invalidate the work of real people? Should it then possibly create the exact same airline from scratch? So it looks like we can't go bankrupt. So it looks like the money really doesn't do anything. Maybe just give pilots the sense of urgency to do things properly, maybe. There are trophies as well. Maybe something comes into play with achievement trophies. Yeah, true. Let me see that, actually, as we're in the downwind here. 4,000. Let's descend and maintain 2,000. And let's slow to like 210. Well, you said we can or can't go bankrupt. It's I don't think we can. I do not believe that we can go bankrupt. Yeah, let me look at the awards. Create award. What? Money. Set up a series of flights that pilots need to complete to claim the award. That's silly. I could pull it up in web browser and look at stuff too. Let me know if you want me to look at anything specific. Holden, I don't know. I mean, just looking at stuff in general. I said I think we're. Okay, here we go. It's about the seating arrangements. It says currently the New Sky class system has no real meaning and was put in place for future developments. Way in which you divide the cabin should not affect revenue as ticket prices are scaled according to seat space taken. Okay. We recommend using the economy class only. The amount of legroom does affect passengers willing to travel with your airline. Don't be greedy with packing seats, so maybe we don't pack the seats like we were doing. Operational cost. Easy aircraft has 3 types of cost: daily, per flight, and per hour.
2,500.
Interesting. Passengers. Basics. New Sky uses proprietary passenger system. Each passenger is accumulated or is accounted for, and realistic trends and route demand are reflected. Operations carried by airlines inside the system can affect these trends and change them completely. This can lead to some routes being more or less popular in the real world, but that's on purpose on the airline measure to discover this use to their advantage. Interesting. Just gonna load up tower on 3442. Dulles traffic Slimmer 111 in the left-bound on runway 19 center, Dulles. I think it has a money system for the flight grading system. I don't think it's used for anything else because in the score, I believe it takes how much money was profited. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's go flaps 5. Probably see the airport over here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. We'll get a little bit past Clar's and then we'll turn inbound for it. I like that it detects if you're on VATSAM. I do like that. Yeah, that is cool. Where's our live map? There it is. We got Limp getting ready. Slammer 206 in Denver. Ente is on the ground in Dulles. Let's go direct to Lars. Activate the approach. Dulles traffic Slammer 111 in the left base runway 19 center, Dulles. Let's go flaps 10. Actually, not flaps 10 just yet. I'll start to slow it up a little bit. Get to our flaps 5 speed first. There's flaps 10. I think it all goes into airline ready. The better we do across the board, including money made per flight. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Maybe it just detects our whole operation. It's scary. Alright guys, let's go ahead and go gear down. We're only a couple miles from the final approach fix. Bug up our rest speed, flaps 15. 140, it looks like 138. Oh boy, that cell is coming for the airport. That cell is coming for the airport. Dulles traffic, Slammer 111, turn and final, runway 19 center, Dulles. Oh my. Localizer is captured, glide slope is captured, let's go flaps 40. Missed approach altitude is 3,000, so we'll just leave. Nope, we have 2,000 set. Glide slope is captured, so we'll do that. Localizer should be captured. It is. I'll take the throttles. And the airplane. Here we go, guys. You got 243 at 16 knots. So 16 knots from the right side. Yeah, baby. Start working out a little bit here.
1,000.
Negative 183, Lunar says. Let's get those landing rates in the chat. What do you guys think here? CEO of Slammer Air. Mexican aviator, quantity control guy was not happy with the last one. Insert crab emoji. Maybe we need one of those too. Look at that, the rain is literally like right on the edge of the runway. That's crazy, this is a simulator, bro. Yeah, we're definitely getting some sort of something here. Look at that, that's shifted to a tailwind almost. That's why the airspeed is kind of coming down. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that rain.
100.
Oh my gosh.
Minimums. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, baby, we might get our... Whoa, the wind! Oh, man. We got our first Slammer, boys. Although New Sky doesn't think so. Wow. New Sky thinks that was 127. 18 knot crosswind, though. So we're off at Yankee 5, which is probably pretty impressive for a 737. Ah! On brand. Michael, get out of here. That's what we do here. That's what we do. Those are pretty cool conditions, though, I'll tell you what. Alright, let's get the landing lights off. All that instability and everything coming through there. That's what our airline's all about. That's right. That's right. Actually, logo light can stay on. It's kind of dark. Dulles traffic, Slammer 111, taxi Yankee to the gate. Dulles. That's right, guys. That's what we do around here. Disengage the speed brake and the flaps. Welcome to Washington, Dulles. With the storm and the weather bearing down on us, that's sneaking it in the nick of time right there. That's what that is. I think I came out on Charlie. Which is also Yankee 7. And we'll see how we did in terms of the score from New Sky. New Sky is definitely a little like easier on the landing rate than landing rate monitor is. That could have also been a bouncer, which could be why. Check out the report once you get parked. Absolutely. Let's take this gate right here, I guess. Added a few flights to the schedule. Okay, we'll take a look at that as well. Taxi light come off. And we will stop it there, set the parking brake, and go overhead. Let's do the APU. Oh, APU generators, APU bleed, engine bleeds can come off. And logo light can stay on. That's off. Let's kill the engines until we get below 10% on one. Then we can turn the beacons off. Below 10% beacon come off. And we will close the flight here in just a minute. Let's get GSX deboarding started.
Boarding requested.
Through Donata. Just as the weather starts rolling in here. Great timing from the boys here at Slammer Air. Let's close this flight and let's take a look.
SkyWest 3514, pushback from Stan Bravo 76, facing east on Charlie.
So here it is, Charlotte to Dulles in early again. So that's hype. 57 minutes, no delay, 330 miles, fuel used, passengers, all that good stuff. Balance 16,000. So we've officially made up Lunar's 30-some thousand that we were negative. That's awesome. Great touchdown, 127 a minute. I don't think that was correct. Beginning of the touchdown zone too, 200 to 801 meters. We were at 284, so that's pretty good. And not too far off the center line there. Got a perfect score once again. I don't know what we're doing here. I don't know why we're getting these perfect scores all of a sudden. But all right, let's take a look. Wait, what did that say? Oh, okay. All right, let's look at this new schedule he's added. Let's see what the routes, some of these routes are. Okay, so you connected Seattle. I like it. Portland, Dallas, added Dallas. Nothing to San Diego or John Wayne there. Got into Vegas. Okay, we added some transcons. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. All right, everything's looking good, guys. Had a complete flight log drop down at the bottom. So I think we can... Oh. Oh, wow. Okay. There you go. All right. Well, that's pretty much going to be it, guys. That's going to do it for today. Probably going to be streaming a similar time tomorrow. We will probably stream a pretty similar time tomorrow as I'm working the PM shift again. So it might be like an 11 a.m. start time. We might be able to do we'll probably be able to do less flights because I'm starting later than I usually would today. But yeah, guys, hope you enjoyed. Thank you guys for thank you guys again so much for the help. I mean, this was a total group effort getting this virtual airline off the ground. And yeah, so I really, really appreciate all you guys that have played a role in this. Like I said, I started a Discord channel for it so we could talk about it in there and do screenshots and links and stuff like that in there. So really appreciate all you guys. I'll be back on a little bit later tonight so we can maybe look at some more stuff with Limp and Holden if you guys are still up, or whoever else wants to join as well. But again, shout out to all you guys. Really appreciate everybody, and hope you guys have a great rest of your night. See ya.